but for a lot of people, that really is the default setting.
Today, we are deep diving into a source that says, stop! Stop treating your body like a philosophical, and it makes some comparisons that, I have to be honest, I have never seen in a health document.
Reimagines the human body not just as biology, but as a strategic system. And to explain that system, the author doesn't look at medical journals. They look at, and this is a quote, the meticulously strategic business model of America.
Because when I think peak health, my mind doesn't immediately jump to, the Department of Motor Vehicles.
Fair point.
Yeah.
But
So our mission for today, we've got this text. It argues that we are failing at maintenance because we rely on outside chemicals, meds, instead of what it calls internal activation. And it all seems to center on this concept called the MSS-22 program,
which is the author's proposed
bizarre government analogy. And we're going to ask the big question, is this text actually revolutionary? Or is it just using big words?
It implies a plan.
It sounds like a military operation, or the whole thing just falls apart. The source has this warning. It says, we don't care for one issue. It can cause an
bone. It's a deep flaw in the design. Think about a skyscraper. It's about the slow, grinding failure of a system that's just out of alignment.
It's the domino effect. But what I find so interesting is how
we're all walking around with these fractures, just ignoring them because the building.
This part 3 times to make sure I wasn't, seeing things.
It's not just one thing, right? It's agriculture, tech, manufacturing, transport, finance. Huge, complex, messy American business model. It's a network of departments. Your liver's a department. Your kidneys.
I'm another department. So if my department of digestion goes on strike,
it shuts down.
Yeah.
The analogy is just there to emphasize.
Real doesn't always inspire a lot of confidence and efficiency.
And I think that might be part of the point. For bureaucracy. Maybe the author's suggesting that when our body's communication.
Fascinating way to look at illness. Illness is it's bureaucratic gridlock inside the body.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And what happens, problem?
Which perfectly sets up the text's biggest critique. The way we currently handle all this gridlock, the maintenance myth.
Right. And we're back to the car.
The text says, that's why the meds are ongoing for maintenance, like a car needing gas, oil, etc.
Notice that phrasing, meds are ongoing maintenance.
Okay, but this is where I kind of struggle with it a bit. Because, look, if I have high blood pressure, taking a pill, well, it keeps me alive, it keeps
sound. Let's go back to the car. You put gas in it to make it go. That's normal. But what if you had to pour oil body like a machine that cannot run without external input? We've just accepted that the check engine day.
That hits hard. It really challenges the very definition of being healthy. If I need 5 different things from a
actually stopping us from seeing the real solution.
Which brings us to the pivot, the solution. The tech
anti-anxiety meds regulate neurotransmitters like GABA at home. Why would you make serotonin if you're just getting a shipment of it delivered every morning?
So the goal is to text doesn't actually print out a workout plan or, a meal guide labeled MSS-22.
That's the wild card. Is it the year 2022? Is it 22 steps, 22 chemical markers? The text doesn't hold her hand there, but function, right? If the meds are the gas, MSS-22.
Mystery of it, though, it feels like a secret code. Are you on the MSS-22? But the promise is crystal clear.
It suggests that this dependency isn't inevitable. It suggests the fractured structure can
internal maintenance, and we've got the solution. MSS-22 and internal activation.
And the author wraps this all up by kind of throwing the ball back in our court. They don't just say this is true. They ask us to judge it.
Yeah, it's a literal call to action at the end of the text. It asks, tell me your
logistics of your own biology.
All right, here's the big one for me. Disruptive. The entire standard of care.
It disrupts the patient's role, too. You can't just be passive anymore. You have to be the CEO of your own body. That's a huge...
They're hard. And the text implies that activating your own chemicals isn't just taking a different kind of pill. It implies work. Keep it maintenance our
challenge, right? The strategic system requires a strategic.
So you can't just be a silent shareholder in your own body.
Exactly. You have to start attending
up with a revolutionary manifesto for our internal chemistry.
That's quite a journey for such a short text.
It really forces a shift in perspective.
Exactly.
And I think that's the real value here.
The fracture in your structure really matters. And that you have...
Or are you just hiding the fact that the system is failing?
And if it's a patch,